I'm not asking you to compare. I'm
You said
telling
bring
you
something.
No,
bring
no,
a verse,
no,
yeah?
No.
All right, let's hear
Don't
him
put
again.
your words in my
It's all right.
mouth.
Sorry, let's hear you
Don't
again.
put your words in my mouth.
I said sorry. Let's hear you.
I said your scholars.
No, I don't have scholars. I don't.
What religion do you follow?
I don't have a religion.
You don't have a religion.
No.
You're in the wrong place.
The scholars, the Jewish scholars, the Christian scholars, the Hinduism scholars, all of them have had their attempt at proving Quran and its contents to be fabricated.
Why?
But it's not been proved. If it was proved, you would have seen it in the newspapers.
Oh yeah, that was easy. Now, Islam and your bicycle, which one's greater?
Islam.
Oh well, then answer. Did Islam work from Adam up till now? Is it working? I didn't say the rider of the bicycle. I'm saying the bicycle. Don't forget, this bicycle ain't moving until you ride it. Now, the riders are the Muslims. Islam is the bicycle. But when the rider gets on the bicycle and it's not working, and you telling me it's the rider's fault?
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. If I have,
I'm asking, is it working?
Okay, I have this.
Hold on. Okay. What you mean? Hold on, brother. Sorry. Come closer.
I just want to know. I'm just asking that one question.
I know. It's fine.
Okay. So what do you mean
so
by?
people can hear you.
What do you mean by it's working or not working? What do you mean?
If I get on this bike
Okay.
here and I don't use the brakes, I'm gonna crash into a car.
Fair enough.
So if I don't,
But let's
if
say-
I'm get on Islam, I don't follow the
Brother,
rules.
you've jumped 2 steps. Start your statement again.
All right.
If you jump on the bike,
And I don't use the brakes.
you don't what?
I don't use the brakes.
Now you've jumped 2 steps too far.
Well,
thing
forget
with-
the back. Hang on. What do you mean?
No, hold
Is
on.
Islam
Don't shut
working?
it down. Don't shut it down. Hold your question. We're gonna deal with it.
Okay, got it.
We're gonna deal with it.
Okay, no problem. Go
We're gonna deal with it. Normally, I'm the one who asked that question.
Okay, got it.
But number one, you're assuming every bike has a brake. You're assuming that.
No, it's illegal to have a bike without a brake.
That's not true. You may say it's illegal, but I mean, you may be right to say it's illegal, but it don't mean people follow everything illegal or legal. So don't think illegal means it ain't gonna happen. Yeah? There's some kind of bikes they don't like brakes on it because it stunts. It stunts bike. But listen, what I'm saying is this. You can only apply the brake if a bike have a brake. Now Islam don't have a brake.
Well, Islam tells you to refrain.
Oh, it tells you, brother.
refrain from
Oh
sin.
gosh, man.
To
I'm like,
refrain.
why don't my brothers wake up?
Refrain from sin.
Do you not see everything else, how things work? Brother, wake up for a minute. Look, you bought this phone. It comes with a book. They call the book what? A manual. Now, when this phone don't work, am I going to say the manual and this phone are 2 different things? No, what I do is this. I go to the manual, right? And I look why it's not working. True? That's what the book is for, isn't it? So when you check the book, you must know why it's not working. And when it's not working and you've done the troubleshooting, you must conclude it's working or it's not working. But what is it that's not working? Not the book. The thing that the book is supposed to lead to work is what's not working. So who do you blame or credit? The book or the people practicing? It's the people. Because the book left on its own cannot fight a war.
No.
The book left on its own cannot cheat a person.
I credit the book and the creator of the book.
Say again?
I said I credit the book and the creator of the book. I don't credit the people because
we
people
do.
make mistakes.
Now listen to the thing. Why was the book? Don't forget, the so-called revelation that came down was not a book. True?
Sorry?
The Quran,
It was
yeah?
compiled into a book. Yeah, it was verses that was
Listen,
compiled into a
hear
book.
the question.
I heard the question. You said
Sure.
it was verses. When it came down, it was single verses.
No, that's not what I said.
No, you said. What did you say? It wasn't a book at first.
Let's hear what I said then.
You said it wasn't a book at
just ask
first.
me again. I
Okay,
said,
go
don't
on.
forget when the Quran came down.
Yeah, it wasn't a book.
It was not a book.
Okay, I'm telling you.
Is
it
that
wa-
true? False?
Yes, that's true.
Fair
Now,
enough.
let
So
me
now
tell
hold
you-
on. No, I will let you speak, brother.
Okay, go on.
I know you're in a rush to do your own thing, but we've done it before. Don't worry. Don't rush there, or you don't die too prematurely.
Okay.
Take your time.
Okay, go on.
Yeah. If it wasn't a book, then what was it?
It was verses.
What is a verse?
Oral.
Hold
Oral
on.
recitation.
Just hold on, brother. We're not running.
It was
What,
a verse.
what's a verse?
You're right.
What is a verse?
A verse, a sentence. It was a
And
sentence,
what is a
verse.
sentence? We're trying to get somewhere different.
What do you mean? You know what a sentence is?
I
A
know,
sentence.
brother. I'm trying to. Gosh.
I don't know how to explain a sentence to you.
Okay, let me tell you what it is. It's words. Words.
Yeah.
Words is breath.
But do you hear yourself? A book can be words. And you asked me what a sentence is. That's why I can't
All right.
give you the answer for a sentence.
Let this brother speak a little bit more, just so he's justified in what he's saying, you know? Yeah,
No,
speak
but I
on,
told
sorry.
you it's a verse.
Huh?
I told you it's a verse.
I know, we know all those
A verse
words.
is a sentence. And you're telling me a sentence is a bunch of words.
Yeah, it's still
A book
words.
is a bunch of words.
We know that. Just try to get what I'm saying.
But what I'm asking you
Okay,
is,
fair enough. I'll take your question.
you said it's a verse and it's a sentence. Forget that. What I'm saying is the book and the creator of the book, that's perfect.
Don't forget that the creator didn't create a book. You're lying. You're just basically plain man face lying. The creator didn't make no. Listen, brother, what's your name?
The creator came with verses, which was
The creator
compiled.
didn't, brother. Let's not start, brother. Look, I don't mind. Say 20 minutes, but you can't. You see, you're too young, and you'll be lying based on what you don't know. Listen.
What does my age have to do with it? Okay.
Say again?
What does my age have to do with me knowing this or not?
Why do you think the creator created us different ages if it didn't matter?
What do you mean? You
What
grow
do I
up.
mean? Ask
You
your
grow
dad
up.
what it means. He will tell you to what it means.
Can I?
Our fathers bring.
Does that make sense?
Bro,
Hang on.
no.
Does it make sense?
Let me intervene.
Are you created at a different age to when you're born? What age are you? How old are you? No. Listen. How old are you when you're born?
Call it 0.
0.
Yeah, call it 0.
Okay, and then you go up.
How are you growing up under?
What do you mean? I'm going under my parents. I don't understand.
Why are they there?
To nurture me, to protect me.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
Basically, those
You're not making sense.
those ahead of us know better than us.
Okay.
That's the point.
Okay.
Now,
what,
if you're now this
what does
age,
that have to do with the verses? I'm calling it a verse. The book that was compiled, 3 verses. What does that have to do with ages and that?
okay, you coming to tell us what it is after your elders can't do it. That's why
My
I'm.
elders can't do it. It's been done.
Okay, listen. What I'm trying to say is not so much about age. What I'm saying is, there's nothing new you're going to say. Because one, we know it's always going to be from the Islamic theology. We know that. Yeah, that's number one. We know you won't, what's the word called? Deviate from that. We know you won't. So we know you ain't going to say nothing new. Then plus your age, we know you're probably going to be subtracting out of what was already said. Because the experience you don't have. But if you think I'm wrong, go ahead. That's all I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to make you not make mistakes before you make them. That's all.
Okay, forget. Okay, I'm saying the verses and the book and the creator is perfect. So what do you mean by it's not working or it's working through the people? People make
Okay,
mistakes.
if you take a manual, I got a manual in there. I haven't opened the bags all day long.
Okay, the manual's there.
If you got a manual, yeah?
Yeah.
You bought a new piece of equipment, yeah? Let's call it a very complicated, yeah? Something really complicated, yeah?
Okay.
Not as easy as we used to already, yeah?
Okay.
Let's say a defibrillator, yeah? You need to charge your heart with it, yeah? Like, yeah? You need to pay attention, right? You need to pay serious attention to it, yeah? You can't just say it's a phone. We all know what a phone is. Throw the manual somewhere, work it out. It's part of the fun, right? When you take a defibrillator, you can't have fun. You make sure you follow the letter to a T and an I, yeah? Now, you pick up the manual. It says, do not use this equipment until you've charged it for 12 hours.
Okay.
And you know you need to use it for charging your heart if something goes wrong. Will you disobey that? No. Oh, you'll take it serious, won't you? Yeah. So the manual is serious, isn't it? Yeah. So the book is working. So after 12 hours, you switch on the defibrillator, it bangs up. Then you say what? The book is what? Is working. The book is working. The book said, do this, you did it, the thing is working. Okay. So now you look. How to apply it. It says connect this, connect that, connect this. Okay. If you do it wrong, you will hear beep, 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 beep. If you do it right, you will hear a long beep, beep, and a long green light. Okay. You try it, it happens like that. You say the what? The book is working, right? Yeah. Now, when you start getting the wrong reaction from the defibrillator, yeah? You look in the book for what?
Answers.
Huh?
Answers.
For answers and correction, troubleshooting. Now, Islam, as a practicing so-called booked system, is not working.
It is working.
Okay, fair enough. Don't preach to me. Show me one place where it's working.
Show me one place that is not
brother,
working. You're the one making the claim.
No, bro, he's
brother.
looking.
You're the one making the claim.
He did say from Adam. How was it work
No,
from
the
Adam?
question he just made was, show me from the Quran.
No.
What
did you
That
say?
was your original.
Hold on.
He's looking at
Hold on.
looking at an entire population, yeah? And he's saying every single individual in that population is wrong. So basically, every single Muslim is wrong. If they do right, if they do wrong, they're wrong. But what he doesn't understand is that
own opinion.
we're all
So,
Muslims, yeah? We believe that Allah judges us individually.
nah, yes.
He doesn't.
Hold on, brother. You're going somewhere else. Don't forget, Islam is not individual. Don't forget, you say it's for all what?
Islam
Humanity.
is individual
Now hold on.
and the-
Here we go now.
No,
Here
no.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Bro, I won't get punished.
Brother.
He's not telling the whole thing.
I won't get punished for his sins or
Exactly.
his sins.
That's
Brother.
my
I'm not
sins.
arguing. Guess what I'm not trying to do?
Okay.
I'm not trying to blame an individual Muslim. That's why I said, show me where Islam. Are you Islam?
No, he's not.
You're a Muslim.
Yeah.
I didn't say show me where a Muslim is working. That I can see. I can point to some of my family. I can point to some of my friends. I can do that.
Can point to
Islam
yourself then.
as a system, which is claimed it is, a perfect system
Yeah.
within which your hope lies for even the future.
Yeah.
You got to show us that it's working now before we transfer our faith to it.
Your Bible is
Eternal
not
faith,
working as
isn't it?
You have to look at people who are happy
People,
within
you
Islam.
keep going to the people business.
Okay,
Look,
wait, can I
hold
ask-
on. Sorry, I'm going to let you speak. Are you originally from England?
No, I'm from Kenya.
Kenya, beautiful. When you wanted to come to England, were you aware of some of the problems in England? None at all. Okay. If you were aware of some of the problems in England, and guess what? England is a beautiful country compared to some other devils out there. You understand? It's just the better of the devils available. You understand? Now look at how the thing goes now.
Better than
When,
the devils.
when you want to now come into England, if you didn't know some of the problems in there, now you know. Are there any problems in England?
Well, there's crimes everywhere.
No problems. Don't worry about crime.
Yeah, the answer is yes.
Problems.
Yes, crimes are everywhere.
Now, do we only blame individuals or the system?
Some is individual,
Hold on.
some is the system.
Individuals.
No, some is individual, some for the is the system.
Because no one has the ability to control your heart.
Hold on, brother. You're emotional right now. Listen, do you know what a system is? You sure?
Are you talking about laws
Yeah, the way
that are put in
Well, who
places?
protects your rights to do anything in this country? It's an individual or a system?
the system.
Okay, there's a government
Brother,
that,
just answer quick,
The
sharp.
system.
yeah, there's a government that legislates things you can do and you can't do.
That's the
Brother,
system.
I said, who protects your rights? Is it an individual? Do you go to an individual when you have a problem? Or do you go to the system?
You go to the system. It's the same thing you are talking.
It depends on the situation.
Yeah, exactly. That's the best answer.
You know what situation we're talking about?
If you've committed a crime, yeah,
No. We're saying if you're a victim. Like if people break into your house and,
go to the state.
and steal all your stuff,
It's the
who
state.
do you go to? Do you just come to the next brother? Oh, bro, you need to help me right
Yeah.
now.
You go to the
Is
investigator.
he going to be able to help you?
He will come to
you go
you.
to the police.
What the police is called what?
The system.
Yeah, part
Yes,
of
they're
the
struggling to
part of
say
the
it.
governmental system.
Yeah, that's
Part of it.
Yeah, they're part
They
of the
are.
governmental system.
Yeah, but it's the system, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
It's not the
Yes.
entire system.
No, it's the system. It's the same thing.
boy.
It's part of the system.
We're not debating that. Do you not know that if I take a hair off your head, it's still called hair?
Yeah.
We know it's not all your hair. We know it's not all your hair. Why are you teaching us that? We know it's part of your hair. That's what we're saying. So that's the system, right? Now, if you want to go to another country from this country, is it me you come to lead you out?
You go to the
No,
system.
Where?
you go to the travel agency.
The system.
Then you get a visa.
And who gives you the visa?
The system.
People at the embassy.
People.
At the embassy.
Just the people there, like brother Mark.
No,
Do
no.
your case.
It's the system. It's the system. You go under that law of getting visa. All is based on all is system. Just agree with him. The system. Yeah, everything must. The government of giving you visa
wanna
going
go
to
to
like
America,
America
it's the American
is
system.
based on the American system.
You want to go to France, you go to France system. It's
Exactly.
the system, my
Yeah.
brother.
The system is right, yeah, Karen.
Yeah.
Now it's a system, you know. Now Islam says it's the perfect system. Do you accept that?
You wanna go to? You
You
wanna go?
accept that? You accept that. Now show me where it's working.
What do you mean where it's working?
Well, the American system, the American embassy is working, right?
Okay.
If you go there, they'll issue a visa, right? They may put you through.
The Saudi,
Listen,
the
brothers,
Saudi
we're not.
system is working then. You wanna go to Saudi Arabia,
Well,
go
it's-
to their system,
the
you give
Saudi
a visa.
system-
I wanna you to tell us
Brother.
what kind of system you are talking about then.
Islam,
Yes.
because
Wait.
Islam,
where the Kaaba
Yeah.
is.
Now, you know when I mentioned Islam, you immediately said Saudi Arabia.
No, I give
Islamic
example because you give
Arabia-
example to
Now,
America.
brother.
No, I just
brother,
said
you
give
know we're not.
example.
Say Morocco.
Saudi Arabia.
Okay,
You didn't
let's
say-
say
you didn't even
Libya.
say
Let's say-
Senegal.
Let's say Libya.
Shall I tell you why he said Saudi Arabia?
Sudan.
Let's say Nigeria.
Yemen,
Let's say Nigeria.
Bangladesh,
Nigeria.
Because
Kenya.
the most
No,
important
it's an
thing.
example. I
Now,
can't choose.
let's move on.
I can't choose
Now,
any country.
listen.
It's just an example.
Now, Islam is a system, right? Is it working?
It's working. Over 1 billion people is following this religion. Are you telling me it's not working? Over 1 billion people?
All right, let's see how things work, brother.
Over 1 billion people? How? It's working. If it's not working, nobody go there register.
Brother,
We're following.
Bro.
Yeah, but
No, it's working. That's why there's a majority. If you open a company, and then you got many customers, what does it tell you? It's working. Otherwise,
working
nobody
so
go
well.
there.
No other
It's
way.
working.
It's working so well that in this country it's surely law that we
Huh?
live by.
That's why I want to
Is it
know
Sharia
what he's
law that
talking
we live by?
about.
Compulsion. There's no
No?
compulsion.
So it can't be it's not the dominating factor, is what we're trying to say.
Okay, that's why I want to say his point.
It's allowed in the country.
Can I ask where the system
dominating.
is not
No,
working?
no, it's not. Yeah, it's not.
It is, yeah. So how can it be working if it's not implemented for the whole country?
and now
Yeah,
listen,
because
and now listen to
There
this,
would
guys.
be-
Listen to this, guys. Listen to these guys. Yeah. I know you haven't thought for 1 minute of your lives what you're actually
you see,
doing.
you are accusing people now.
Can it stop? Can it stop?
All right, bro. What are the most 5 important things in Islam?
Can you give him a chance to?
Because you're just saying
give who a
Islam.
chance?
Answer, please.
What does Islam mean to
He
you?
doesn't know. He will tell you Islam is this bad
You're
thing.
the ones
I
been
wanna ask
talking.
you
Only
about
bad
this.
Islam, the 5
Hold
most
on,
important
before
pillars-
you're changing tangents.
I'm
now.
trying to define
No, hold
Islam.
on. We've done that
Because you're
already
saying
today.
Islam is not working.
Brother,
What is Islam?
It's working.
Brother.
Over 1 billion people following this
what's
religion.
your name again?
You know my name.
Okay,
Mr.
Hamid, listen.
No, my name is Mr. Investigator.
Investigator. Now listen.
That's the
You see, when your thing
We share same name.
when your thing is true, when your thing is good, as they say, when your thing is right, honestly speaking, people beg for it.
No.
Listen, can I finish?
I want to join in.
You don't need to always
Okay.
Well,
jump.
that is what Islam is.
I'm not saying. Listen, no. Football is the fastest growing religion. not Islam.
Change your name.
Now listen. Football is the fastest
No,
growing
you see,
religion.
when you're investigating someone,
Yeah,
you start
so is Islam.
deviating, bringing something
is
you
a
don't
way
want.
of life.
You have to
No,
stop him.
so it's football.
No, investigating is
So it's football.
You have
It's a
to
way
stop
of
him
life
now.
too. Now hold on, guys.
If you're asking someone how,
It does.
why he's
It
being
does.
shot,
I'll tell you. I will tell you. I'll tell you. But let's hear each other. Let's hear each
I
other.
wanna get in.
Let's hear each other. That's all that matters right now. Otherwise, we're wasting time. Don't tell me we're here to not hear each other.
No.
So let's hear each other. Now, football is like Islam. Now you say it's
No,
not.
it's like.
No, it's not.
Now,
He said it's like.
And I know what he said. I'm saying it's
oh
not.
gosh, do you want to hear
I'm
it or
talking to you,
not?
brother. Hang on. Yeah, carry on.
We need to hear each other. We're wasting time. Let's hear
carry
each
on,
other.
carry
Yeah? Now, I know this sounds trivial to some people, and it's a waste of time for me too. But sometimes it needs to be done because the simple things can sometimes educate us. Now, in Islam, what do you do that they don't do in football?
We do a lot
Hold
of
on, just one by one. It's not a fight. Just be like so calm about it. One by one, slowly. Go on.
example. We don't.
No, tell me what you do that they don't do.
You see, you ask question.
No, that's the question I asked.
I started
Isn't that the question I asked?
jumping there.
No, this is the question
No,
I
you
asked.
jumping. You keep quiet.
Mr. Investigator.
You're asking what in you said Islam is like football. I said no. You said
What did I say first? You need to remember the question.
Investigator, bro. You need to listen.
What's the question first?
What in football, what they do, which Islam don't do.
No.
So start again.
I said, what do they do in Islam that they don't do in football?
It's the same thing
No.
Okay. Okay, example.
Write it down. Listen,
Example,
I know
we
you
don't.
don't.
Example, we don't drink. In football, people drink.
No, hold on.
We don't.
Football, they play football.
No.
You see, you're not listening to the question. You're not listening to the question. This is why I know you don't think.
I heard your question. You said, what do they do in Islam
That they don't do in football. I don't say tell me what they're doing in football that you don't do in Islam.
Okay, what do you mean?
If they drink, we don't drink. That's the opposite things.
Hang on.
You've been
Do
through
you
an
understand
exam
me?
before.
Can I speak?
Have you ever been through an exam before?
It is an
Your focus is very off. Tell me one thing. Listen.
Only one thing.
It's just because you can't handle more than one. You can't handle more than one.
Tell him Hajj.
If you start with one, tell me one thing that they do in Islam, Islam, that they don't do in football. Don't do
Okay,
in
one
football.
thing.
That's the question.
I
It's not the
understand.
other way
I
around.
understand now. I just go one thing.
Yeah.
They pray 5 times. In football, they don't pray any prayer.
Okay, fair enough.
Or at least if they pray, they don't pray 5 times.
Now, fair enough. Now,
They don't pray
I know this is going to be hard.
I just give one because
Brother,
I don't want to go.
Brother, you know I only asked for one anyway.
Yeah, I give
if you
one.
want more, I don't
No,
mind.
I give
But
one.
why I kept it one is at least so you can focus on the question, yeah? Because we're trying to say that football and Islam ain't no big difference.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tell you the identicalities of them.
Okay.
Ain't no nothing new under what?
Under the sun.
Under the sun.
Okay.
There's nothing new under the sun.
Okay.
Nothing.
Can you respond?
I
said
will.
that-
We're going there. Now, number one, football. Baal is an actual god being served on the earth before Islam.
Okay.
Baal.
Okay.
That's where they get the word football.
There was no God before
No.
Islam.
You see,
other than Allah.
No. You see,
let's
you are comparing that ball to Baal. To say that I know Baal. Islam Muslim knows about Baal.
Baal is the
You understand?
god of
We
the
know that.
children of Israel.
You know that.
One by
You are
one.
using the word ball. So for you, anything in language that's
Wasn't it
similar,
the-
it's same. I believe in your. No.
I know.
No, let me finish.
I don't mind.
Okay, I know in your language or any language in Africa can match same word, sound same word in another language, but it will mean different. Example, I used to work with a Pakistani guy. There's a music well known, Mojay. Maybe someone have heard that, a Pakistani person.
Get to the point.
So he was singing Mojay. Asking what does Mojay. He said it means enjoy. I said in my language we use the same word, Mojay, but doesn't mean enjoy. Means something else. So for you, Baal, the idol, and ball as football, actually in French is much better because ball in French is Baal. Do you understand? Baal and Baal, that's similar. That's 100% sound same. For you, the ball is come from Baal. You put the foot and the ball. For me, ball is just it's just coincidence. There's nothing to do. There's nothing.
But not for them.
No. So you now have to prove. No. Him now, he has to prove where the connection. Where did he get this? Because there's a possibility. It's just coincidence.
Okay, so now it's when
Yeah,
you've
that's
got
his.
your-
Yeah.
made the connection wrong. It's not that it's not wrong.
Yeah.
But you gave him the answer
okay,
saying,
okay.
even in French, that it means
Now-
ball.
No. I said in English we pronounce ball,
this has nothing
but
to do
in
with the original
French
question.
we pronounce Baal. He's talking about the idol
Oh,
Baal.
you as well.
Baal.
Baal as
So
well.
I said
I know I
using
can't
the
talk
French
over
word
you.
Baal,
I'm only
it will
letting
match
you
the,
talk, yeah?
the spelling and the sound same. Instead ball, Baal.
Ahmed, you wanted to get to which question?
The system of Islam and how it works.
No.
or
Now,
why it doesn't
brother,
work and all
will you
that.
respect somebody else?
I want you to explain where the ball and the Baal
I
become
don't
same.
mind. I don't mind.
He's making
See,
a
he's leaving now. Let's explain. Before you leave, you were saying what about the system?
The original question was, does the system of Islam work or not work?
Yeah, I've said give me an example where it works.
And I'm asking you, you're the one claiming that it does not work.
I know it
Right?
doesn't.
So I'm asking you can you show me where it does not work?
Oh, I'll show you. It doesn't work in England. It doesn't work in France.
Okay,
Look, you said I should show you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm starting from right where we are.
Okay, go.
Yeah, it's not working here.
Yeah.
It's not working next door and next door and next door.
Okay.
It's not working where the Kaaba is.
It is working.
Yeah. Okay. It's not working anywhere. Yeah, brother.
It is working where the Kaaba is. Number one.
Ask him if
It's
he's
working.
been
Now
to where the Kaaba
now
is.
listen.
Have you been where the Kaaba
Wait,
is?
hold on. Let's not die. Let's not. What's the word
Have you
called
been
again?
where the Kaaba is? Where the Kaaba
What's that
is?
English word?
And where the
divert and
where the
digress
Kaaba
and,
is? Where the Kaaba
deviate
is?
and that. Yeah,
Where the Kaaba is?
brother. Let's not change.
Simple
this.
question. Where the Kaaba is?
We've been over all this.
No, where the Kaaba is?
In Mecca, right?
Okay.
For lands.
Is that the question?
Yeah.
In Mecca is the answer?
Yeah,
And that's it. That was what you were shouting about.
But why you cannot answer?
But why was that supposed to be
how-
such a
why
serious
is not
question?
working in the Kaaba?
Because that's the focus of all your activities.
You tell us why
Now-
it's not working now.
Okay, we'll
Because
tell you.
over 2
Hold
million
on.
now is doing Hajj.
Brother, when you ask now, listen.
reply to what you said?
No, I haven't. Let me finish with this.
About the system
I beg
is
you.
not
It's just a second. I beg you, brother Michael. It's not working at the Kaaba because if your creator is supposed to be creating and giving and maintaining, supporting life, there's human sacrifice every almost year when they crush each other to death, going around that stone, which the creator said do not do.
Okay.
That shows you it's not working. Every time you go to a place for what is supposed to be life and you get death, death is supposed to tell you something is what? Wrong.
That makes no
But
sense.
that,
Now, if you listen,
Hang on, no.
in every other thing we do on earth, if a child puts his hand on the stove and it burns, what does the child learn?
Listen,
Not
yeah.
to do it again.
even if
Now
it's not working,
listen. You and I, we come to England, we go to a nightclub, the roof collapses on us. What does that teach us? Don't go there again.
What if you go to school and the roof collapses?
don't
You
go
think
to
about it too.
Yeah.
You did no. So hold on.
But do you not go back to school to learn?
Listen. You know what pain is. Do you know what pain is? Listen.
But that
Brother.
for the roof to come down, that doesn't to make the system of the education wrong.
No. Let's talk about the Kaaba. Let's talk
You
about the
understand?
Kaaba. Let's talk about the Kaaba.
I'm talking about the Kaaba.
Yeah, no.
Because
Yeah.
you are not listening.
No, we're listening.
My question
One by one.
Talk about the Kaaba.
One by one.
If the Kaaba is not working, doesn't mean that Islam, because he differentiates Muslim and Islam, doesn't mean Islam is not true.
It's not what?
Do you understand?
It's not what?
It's not working, you mean?
Yeah, but look. You see,
Something is not working
guys.
doesn't mean
Different
it's
thing, my friend, because Kaaba is called the holy thing.
One by one. Sorry. I need to hear you. I'm sorry. I need to hear you.
what I'm saying.
Let the brother speak. There's nothing
you are
you're
not
saying
listening
anyway.
me.
No, we don't mind you speaking, but let somebody else. When they start speaking, let's hear them too.
What I mean is,
One by one, you just come, chill out.
cannot be
chill out,
compared.
chill out.
Cannot be compared with the killing of people that get in Kaaba with a school, even if that the roof happened.
Sorry, brother,
because
sorry, just slowly start. Sorry.
okay.
Start again.
There is no comparison, as he tried to say, it's the same thing. Something wrong with the education if the school falls.
That's right.
It cannot be that because the school is built by man. But the Kaaba is a most holy place where, according to the Islam, so it's completely different thing, which means God is involved there.
What's your point? I'm not sure what the point is.
The point is, when he started to say about system, there are two different things.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
No, my comparison is if the school fall, so there's a reason the people who build the
Brother.
school didn't probably build it.
No, let's
but
face on the Kaaba.
education system in
Let's
that
face
school
on the Kaaba.
doesn't mean
brother,
because the
brother, you know I'm trying to answer this, brother. You know I'm trying to answer this, brother. Listen,
And the Kaaba is not a system. That's what we're trying
and
to say.
don't forget I'm trying to answer this, brother, and I don't want him to go with
The
feeling.
school is not a system.
You don't even respect people who want to do something, and you do it intentionally.
No, okay. My point is.
He's not letting me
my,
answer you.
No. My point is, it differentiates Muslim and Islam. He said, I didn't ask you about
You
Muslim.
let your
I
brother
point
go
out
before
from
you
my
receive
own family.
anything. And you won't
remember
talk any
that.
sense.
So now, because he didn't
That's his job.
differentiate
Yeah,
them,
yeah,
you know what Islam, what Muslim is.
They pay him to do that.
Muslim
yeah.
is not working, doesn't mean Islam is wrong.
But he
Everybody's
said
there.
Islam
You're not listening. Now I haven't said Islam is. Now listen, stupid. Listen.
Who will make
You see, he's always trying to engage you because he wants to do his job.
who will make the system work?
Don't answer him. I beg you,
The animal
Michael.
or
I
the
beg
tree?
you. I beg you.
Who will make the system work?
Now just
It's
listen.
the people.
Here we go. Just listen to the question. Only the question. We're not even trying to stop you from speaking. We're saying, I haven't said Islam is wrong yet. I'm saying, is it working? That's all we first got
I
to...
said that is working. Over
Now
1
listen,
billion people.
now listen,
You
now
don't like people to speak. You keep
listen. Now listen to the question to top it up. Do you know what it means if something is working? If they say the NHS hospital that they just built is working, but we go in there and the roof collapses, can we say NHS hospital is working?
Definitely we can.
Oh, you can.
Probably the system there is working, but the building is
Just
not
time. It
really
just
built
came,
well.
don't forget, you have
Doesn't
to
mean,
wait.
doesn't
Yeah,
mean we
you have
don't.
to wait.
No. If the hospital came down, doesn't mean we don't have good doctors. We don't have medication.
That's not the question. That's not the question. You're answering the wrong question, which we didn't ask.
So what do you
The one
mean
we asked.
working then?
Now look, the Kaaba and all that area is supposed to be supremely monitored by your Allah. Supremely, listen, supremely giving guidance how to make sure the construction stands. Now the children of Israel were told to go around a certain wall. Go around it 7 times and it should what? Collapse. It should collapse. It will collapse.
What collapsed in there? Is the Kaaba collapsed?
You don't know what collapsed there?
I'm asking you. You tell us if the Kaaba collapsed.
Can you give me time?
You don't know the building, which the crane on a building.
Is the crane?
Yeah, but what?
It's not the Kaaba. The
Yeah.
Kaaba is not the crane.
We're not. You're not
The Kaaba is
listening.
not the crane.
You're not listening. You're not listening. You're not
The Kaaba is
listening.
not the crane.
You're not listening.
The crane is not the Kaaba.
No, it's the point. It's the point. Listen,
No,
hold
he's
on.
being
We're
honest.
not. We're
They
gonna
put
take
the
you now.
crane
We're
there
gonna take
because
your question.
construction was running.
Listen.
Do you understand? I'm
Listen.
talking about the Kaaba.
Did you not focus on the point? A religion is given so life can continue. Not life of a building.
No, you have to be
Listen, life of a people, right? We're not talking the life of the building. We're saying the Kaaba. When we say Kaaba, we're talking about the whole enclosure. When we say London, we mean generally, we're not only saying Speaker's Corner, London.
Okay,
Now
the Kaaba
listen,
is
hold
working.
on. Just hold on. Now, if people go to the Kaaba and they always come out only more life, then I say it's working.
Yes, working.
When they go and they die there, when people die,
Excuse me. How they die?
Every year.
What you mean?
So,
What you mean?
Are you saying?
Did they have accident?
Are you
Accident.
saying the
Yeah.
health and safety of the Kaaba is not working? Is that you are saying?
I said
you're
Islam
saying
ain't
that-
working.
No.
Not health and safety. Also health
So,
and safety ain't working. Also the health and safety ain't working.
What came down there? Is the crane come there?
The creator of the Kaaba.
Where's the God that's not holding it up?
You're not keeping the life.
That's not keeping the people alive. You didn't ask yourself that.
Where is the creator of the Kaaba?
Explain to
Who's gonna
us.
keep life.
Excuse me.
God,
If
as
so
you
great,
believe,
if
God
that-
I
can-
don't believe that.
Okay,
You're the one who got that
God
problem.
can take a human being at any time, wherever you
Brother,
are,
what's your
you can
question?
die.
My question
Doesn't
is,
mean you have,
excuse
you are,
me,
you are
excuse me. My question is, you're talking
Why-
about Kaaba,
why the- why
and
the
Mecca, right?
Jerusalem- why the temple collapsed
We have,
in
we have,
Jerusalem?
we have, and Kaaba, it's most
Are you saying the temple, the building is
blessed place in Islam. Excuse me.
Why the temple collapsed?
Excuse me.
Which temple
Excuse me.
The Roman discharge is full.
Which temple?
Or why the Roman destroyed it?
I will tell you why.
God,
Now,
God was
hold
looking
on.
after the building, the Romans.
Now listen. Now he's shot himself in the foot. Let's just answer him quickly. We're coming back to you. Now listen to the answer. You asked him and he told you the Romans destroyed it. Then you
said
say,
that-
why?
I said that if the Romans destroyed it and God lived there, according to you, the land of God, the people of God, the constitution of God, why God let the Romans, the wicked people.
Now hold on, just
destroy
hold on.
these-
We're coming
these
to you.
people?
Don't forget.
At least
time.
in Saudi
No,
Arabia,
you've only arrived.
you
Be
can
patient,
find
be
out is the
patient,
crane
brother. Be
high,
patient.
is the wind made it collapse.
Now listen. No,
All
sorry.
this is false because at the end of the day, before
Let
the
me
Kaaba,
go in on
by the
this.
way,
Let me tell you
before
something.
you were circling the Kaaba, you was in Jerusalem.
Yeah, and they were in Yemen
that's
too.
different
They were in
story.
Yemen too.
This is not
Now,
about
now,
the
now, now,
system.
let's answer that clean. Let's answer that clean. We're coming to you. Hold on, brother.
To Jerusalem.
Brother
that's
Michael,
different.
I beg you,
We are
listen to
talking
the
about
answer.
The people died at the Kaaba.
Brother, listen to the answer. Now listen, we're going to move on quickly because we don't want to argue. We want to teach each other something, if there's anything. Now, the Romans were able to destroy our temple, even with prophecy of what would happen.
That's it.
Because, listen, you asked a question, don't show your teeth, yeah?
Okay.
The answer is this. We had a prophecy already because of our disobedience. And that's the end of it. So every time there's disobedience, there's death. That's the answer. Now, tell me it's not the same around Islam.
Excuse me.
That's what
Can
we
I
say.
talk?
No, it's
Can I
not
talk?
the same.
Can I talk?
It's not the same.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
We
I want
don't
everybody
see
to
death.
listen.
We don't see
You talk
death
about Mecca,
because
right?
Even accidentally.
Most of you,
don't
the
see-
three and the Muslim
we don't
guy.
see-
Brother, don't link
Accidental.
me.
No, no,
Talk
no,
about
no, no,
yourself.
about-
I don't want you making
Let me
peace or
finish,
anything.
Let me finish. Let
Do
me
your
finish.
thing.
Let me
Don't
finish.
try to bring
Let
all
me-
of us into your
Let
thing.
me finish.
Go on.
Let me
never
finish.
let you
Go on.
Let me finish. Let me
Yeah,
finish.
do it, bro.
Most of you, the Christian people and this Muslim guy, you are dark skin, right? Right? You're most from Africa. In Mecca, we have Imam. Is dark skin. Do you have?
No,
do you have
that's a lie.
No, 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 no. Right?
That's a
Kalbani,
lie.
Watch it
History.
TV. Watch it TV. No, no, please, please.
Brother,
Please.
don't bring
This
that.
video is gonna get a good title.
I show you.
The video gonna get a good title. The video
I show
gonna
you
get a
too.
good
I
title.
show you.
No, I know it. I know it. We have it too. We have it.
Okay.
We have it.
Do you have a black pope?
No.
A black
Okay.
pope.
No,
That's
don't
one.
bring
Hold on.
Kalbani.
Let's hear the brother.
Yeah,
Let's hear the brother.
Sack him.
Let's hear the brother too.
And my second.
Time because of his color.
No, that's not right.
Sack him.
No, it's not right.
Are you Saudi?
Yeah. I'm Saudi. Let me finish. Excuse me. Let me finish. Brother. Let me finish. And do you know about segregation in America? Right? You know segregation.
And do you know why they sacked him? Shall I tell you why they sacked him? Because he made a comment on Shias. And the government removed him. That's why, and he was black.
Bamba Church. Do you know about
When?
the accident?
When?
You know the black history in Martin Luther
Yeah,
King?
they bombed Black Wall Street, we know that.
They black one church, black church, and the big girls inside. The point he said, the people died in Mecca, and they died in churches also. Yeah, it's not about Mecca and Islam. It's not about Christian.
But it's different. It's different. It's different from when somebody bombs somewhere, then you go somewhere to worship, and you keep on dying. That's different.
No accidents in Mecca also. Accidents.
Every year.
Nobody wants
Every
that.
year.
It's a big event. It's
Every year. But when our ancestors used to go a pilgrim up in Jerusalem, there was nobody dying.
Every minute one died in a car accident. Every second.
weak
somebody-
argument.
No, it's not
What do you
weird
mean
because
weak
everybody
argument?
died that time.
I never hear people.
Brother Bila, what do you mean weak? Is there supposed to be a strong one and a weak one?
leave him.
That's all
That black
semantics,
imam,
bro.
that black imam, they get rid of
There
him.
is such thing as an accident.
They get rid
Yeah,
of him.
but as a people, the creator has to protect you.
I mean,
You cannot go to serve a creator and he don't protect you.
Why you are looking for?
Which creator is that?
No, I'm looking for the black imam.
No, they get rid of him.
It's all right, it's all right. No, there's something else why I'm looking for you.
Excuse me.
Yeah, we're listening, we're
Why
listening.
are you angry, man?
No,
Okay, one guys,
black. We are not
no, we
talking
will.
about
Sorry.
black. We are talking about Islam, the whole world. He's bringing a black imam in. We're not talking about black people. He's assuming we are talking about racial thing. He's not talking about racial. He's talking about Islam.
Who got the question again? Who's the one? Did we deal with you already?
No, because you think you are racial. Because you are black. You think you are.
But we're not the same, me and you anyway. You don't look at me like anything.
Because
innit?
that's why
In Islam, unless I'm a Muslim, before you consider me anything.
No, what I'm saying, that's
So
why
it's still the same, any black or white don't
that's
matter.
why he brought the black imam. We are
No,
not
we
talking
know,
about
but
that.
it's Speaker's Corner, ain't it?
Question.
Speak. Yeah.
Okay, my friend. Okay. I don't like to shout. I think it's good to have a nice atmosphere. Everybody talk. Okay.
But Alain Rodo, Alain Rodo.
Yeah. The main question was if the Islam is working or not.
Yes.
I want to raise that one.
Okay.
And
You want to raise that question?
I want to claim also not only Islam is not working.
Come again. Roll it.
Not only Islam is not working.
Roll it for us.
The Christianity also is not working.
Beautiful.
He will tell you he's not Christian.
Huh?
No.
He's not Christian.
No, he wasn't saying that he thinks I am.
That's what I claim. Because the first Islamic state which they claim is Islamic regime of Iran 40 years ago. Now they are talking about Daesh. Yeah. Okay. In Iran, the hijab is compulsory. They cut the finger, stoning women to death. We got the highest record of capital punishment, and still there is a crime. Rich
There's
become
drug
richer,
use, there's serious
rich richer, poor
drug
poorer.
use.
That's why in Iran the Islam is not working. Maybe some people they say in Iran.
That's an honest Muslim telling you it's not working. It's not working.
My question.
It's not working.
It's not working.
Thank you very much. It's not working.
That's why I'm
That's how the video should start. It's really not working. Thank you. There you go.
Game over.
Game over.
And the question.
And this is honest.
And remember, he speaks the language. Remember?
No,
excuse me.
Because it's
No, I'm asking you. Are you Muslim?
I'm
No,
not.
yes. Are you not? So
Yes, he was.
He's asking. He's asking Muslims.
He was before.
That's
No,
haram.
he's
That's haram
no,
to say that.
brother.
He was a Muslim. He denied it.
He's asking Muslims if Islam is working. He's confronting Muslim. He's not Muslim.
He's not a Muslim.
He's not Muslim.
Hey, but I didn't confront.
He lives there.
No, definitely we tell
He
you.
was a Muslim.
Ahmed, you're not listening to
He lives
yourself.
in the region.
He was a Muslim.
I think he's Irani, by the way.
He was a Muslim.
What you said,
First Muslim state.
don't forget that he said Islam is global thing.
Yeah.
And Islam recognizes, Iran recognizes Islam properly, don't they? That's right. So what are you complaining about?
He's from Iran.
Being a Muslim or not,
He was
does
a
it matter?
Muslim before.
It does matter.
No, because he can see that it's not working. He can see it.
Why is not
He came
working?
from
How many Muslims live in Iran, in your country?
Yes.
How many?
I want to
The
say
majority
that.
is
Let him
Muslim.
speak. Let him speak.
I want to say
The majority is
His
because
family is Muslim.
No, I'm
Everybody's
asking
Muslim. Let him
some
speak.
the majority because they are forcing government by gun. You should be Muslim.
Okay, which is Indonesia?
no, they execute
Indonesia,
them.
the most populated
Let the
Muslim
man
country.
speak.
Are they forcing people there?
Let the man speak.
They don't need to.
Let the
You know
man
why?
speak.
You know why they don't need to?
The eating is in the
Do
pudding.
you know why they
Let the
don't
man
need
speak.
to?
They are not forcing. That's the answer.
I said no, they're not. But do you know why they're not?
You tell me.
Because number
Let this man need to speak.
No, you
man.
tell me.
This
Why
man,
they're
let the
not
man
forcing?
speak. Let the man speak, man.
No,
we
hear him
had
first.
him.
No, he's a Muslim. He's an ex-Muslim.
He's not Muslim.
He's an ex-Muslim.
He's the ex-Muslim.
All right, let him
So
speak.
he
Let him
left
speak.
Islam.
Let him speak.
Now he talk bad about Islam.
Let him
No,
speak.
no.
Yeah, that's
No,
your
No,
answer.
listen.
But
my-
he lived under a Muslim
Yeah.
system.
I would like to say
And
my
it's the system
mother.
we're talking about.
Listen
Are
to
you
the
saying
man.
this system in the UK?
Listen to the
is not
man.
working?
No, that's not.
Listen to the book.
That was the
No, you are saying
question
under
for you,
Muslims.
though.
Listen to the book.
And he's
Listen to the
answering the
book.
question.
Listen to the book.
It's not the book. Are you the
Listen
book?
to the book.
Yeah.
Are you the book?
I read the Quran.
Are you the book?
He knows
read
what
the
happened
Quran.
there.
Are you the
I
book?
read the Quran.
Are you the book?
Yes, book. I read the Quran.
Are you the?
No.
Yeah, you read
No,
the
no,
Quran.
no,
That
no.
means you are not the Quran.
Yeah. I would like
Let him
to
speak.
Say, I would like to say my mom is Muslim.
Okay.
I love it more than many of my relatives.
Yeah.
Yes, because she actually believe in justice, equality, and
Thank
everything.
you.
Everything.
Now I can say that would be Islam.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But my point is, most of
Muslim
the
believe
no,
in
no,
that.
no,
They don't do it. They believe in it, but they don't do it.
Make it speak, man.
Yeah.
What?
I agree with you.
What do you mean you agree with me?
If-
That's
if-
what we've been
what I'm
saying all day long.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
Innit? That's what we've been
No,
saying all day
what I'm
long.
saying-
For 5
yeah,
minutes.
what I'm
What are you
saying,
talking about?
If the people
Yeah.
are not making the system work, doesn't mean the system is wrong.
But how can a system work? Look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. Hamedo.
Wait.
Hamedi.
Mr. Investigator.
Listen to me in the eye. Can your house, your small house, can it work without people inside? No. Just your house. Can it work without people inside? It cannot.
It's not a home.
It's not a home. It needs people. So the people are the religion, not the other way around.
Let the man speak.
Okay, my point is, my friend, those people who are saying the Muslims, they are violent and think they are wrong. I would like to say that. But there is few Muslim, the way they see the Quran, the way they see their power, and they are looking for the power and for the wealth.
Okay.
Yes. But to be honest, so I'm 65 years. I don't look like that.
Young man.
Yeah. But I read the Quran, and I am not enemy of Quran, but I read it like somebody who want to understand it. When in the Quran said the thief should be cut the finger of the thief.
Hand, not finger.
Finger or hand.
No finger, hand.
It's all right. You know it's just speaking
Okay,
English.
okay,
Come on, bro.
okay.
Give the guy a
That's wrong. That's wrong because the big thieves
are not getting caught.
Nobody.
Thank you very
the
much.
big thieves.
And now,
in
brother,
Islamic government and this, they never arrested because they rule. they are in the top in Iran.
Say that again. Now.
In Iran, the big thieves.
I need to come in now. I need to come in again now.
Yes, yeah. But the small thief, they cut the finger, and then this person become disabled.
Thank you. And the system still don't care.
That's wrong. But the best way is to keep that thief, to educate
Why
that,
did you do it?
To make them create the work and things like that. Then contribute to the society.
They don't want
That's
to,
why.
it's just
That's why. That's why. That's why. Sorry, the Quran is wrong too. To be brave.
Now let me support what you
I'm
just
not
said.
enemy of Quran.
Let me.
That's one example.
Why did you leave Islam?
Oh no, let's not go there. Let's not go there. Ad hominem. Ad hominem. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. That's a low punch. That's a low punch.
Can I say something on this? Quran is wrong. Can I say something?
I don't know if it's not me you're answering. It's not me you're answering.
The facts,
nobody said Quran is wrong.
Nobody
No,
said
I said.
My brother said it. So
Yeah,
see,
yeah.
the fact is,
He didn't say Quran is wrong. He said
my brother, you need to let others talk, please. Okay? You need to let others talk.
Okay.
See, there is an open challenge given by the Islamic community and Quran.
And me too. I have an open
There
challenge
is an
too.
open challenge.
I have one too.
And the
Muslim community, who give that challenge?
Let him speak. Let him speak.
See,
Go on.
when
Go
you
on. Go
spoke,
on.
we kept quiet. You need to give
Go
us
on,
an
brother.
option.
I'm just introducing
So,
you
there's
in.
an
Don't
open-
forget you just arrived.
There is an
That we
open-
even let you speak. You should like pay respect first. We let you in. Don't forget you came in 1 minute. We just allow you. So we joke with you. You accept that.
That's fine.
We just accepted you in.
You're
If you don't
contradicting
understand.
yourself. You're not
How?
letting me speak.
You mean contradict him? I don't need to speak to you. We're speaking already. Innit?
No, this man wants
No, but
to
don't
say
be
something.
rude.
Can we speak?
You can't be here if we weren't here, innit?
Okay,
So
give
pay
him
some
give him
respect
chance.
to the
This
person.
man wants
We
to
didn't
say-
disrespect you. I just
He
joked.
called you. He called you.
Yeah.
So it was a joke with you.
So
Just
can we speak now?
No, don't speak. Go home. Go
No,
on.
carry on.
Let him.
No,
No, please.
no.
No, you can't come
Okay,
over
speak
overstep us.
no,
We've
no.
been here hours and hours and hours.
No,
And you wanna
he's
come?
right. You just come and tell you.
No, sorry.
No, they asked me to speak.
Run it over there.
Speak.
No,
Speak now.
You don't need my permission anyway.
yeah, okay,
I mean,
carry
why
on.
you asking me?
You are.
Carry on, Mike.
See, there is an
I wanna be on
open
video,
challenge.
innit?
Your car.
Can I speak?
Carry on.
There is an open challenge laid down by all the religious bodies. Okay? It's an open challenge. Anybody who questions the Quran, present 4 verses equivalent to the verses of Quran. And anybody who challenges the authenticity, you can prove it wrong. Now, there are scholar heads of different religions which have not been able to prove it wrong. So for somebody to say today that Quran is wrong, I'm sorry, you're disrespecting first of all your own religious heads and other religious heads.
He doesn't have religion.
Not really.
Let me ask you one question.
Who put that challenge?
Okay, answer.
Which
Let me ask
Muslim
him one question.
put that challenge? What was the challenge?
Can I ask him one question?
Can I ask you a question?
I know I need permission.
Are you a Muslim?
I do.
So then you should know the answer.
I don't know.
Hamid.
Not because I'm Muslim, I know all about Islam.
See, during
You
the
know everything about
See the
Islam?
argument now. Hold
I
on
know
one
my
by
share.
one.
No,
Okay.
At
everything
least
about
talk to
Islam.
each other. Ahmed, at least talk. Don't argue.
Okay.
Let-
I'm
hear
asking
each
you,
other's
do you
points.
know
this challenge, I'll tell you. First of all, you
No, I
should,
know the challenge. I know the challenge.
you know the challenge.
Yeah, we all know.
Has
it. Everybody knows the challenge.
Has it been
Well,
proven
I
wrong?
don't know the challenge.
Yeah,
Where's
many
the
times.
challenge?
Has it been proven wrong? By whom?
By humans.
Where's
No.
the challenge?
Now, okay.
Don't give me a diplomatic answer.
hold
Give
on.
me a factual answer. By whom? By whom? By whom has it been
You say
proven
the
wrong?
challenge from the
If
Quran.
I give you,
Give me a factual
we need
answer,
to hear
not
each
a
other.
diplomatic
No,
answer.
I'm coming.
why is the challenge? Nobody knows the challenge.
I'm coming there.
No, I said in.
I said the challenge. The challenge is present 4 verses equivalent to the verses of Quran, and the second challenge is that you basically
Now
prove
listen,
anything in the Quran that is wrong.
Listen, hold on, brother. Who's got internet?
No, you give it.
Hold on, just hold on.
The Torah and Injil was in which language? Hebrew, did it exist in Mecca in that time?
Yes, it did.
It did not.
It did.
It did not.
Now we're gonna show you it did.
You're both saying different
No, it
languages.
doesn't matter.
Not in Mecca. Not in Mecca. In Mecca,
Brother,
the Mecca, the only language was...
hold on.
No.
Even if you forget
The
Islam,
Hebrew-
if you follow the history, sorry.
Yeah, what they are reading?
See, the Jews in Mecca. First, ask yourself this question: why did the Jews migrate from?
No,
their
that's
regions
not
to Mecca?
answered. They're not asking why. What they were reading.
You have to. See, I'm not asking you what the Jews were reading. The Jews were reading your language. I'm telling you.
Which language? What is his language?
I'm telling
What
you.
is his language?
My friend, you need to stop contradicting
No, you
yourself.
said they were reading his language. Do you know
I
his
don't know his language.
So
I
why
know
you said
Arabic.
they are reading his language?
The Quran was brought down not in Hebrew, neither in Arabic. In Arabic. So to answer your question, the Quran was not a replica of that because at that time in Mecca, the Muslims did not know Hebrew or Arabic.
The
Arabic.
No,
No,
the
the
Medina,
Arabic-
the
See,
Hebrew,
listen
the
to
Jewish people who lived in Medina. What language they were speaking?
Can you please?
I said the
Can you
Jew-
please
the-
let us talk?
The Jewish people
Now-
who lived in Medina.
I'm talking
Now
about
listen
Muslims,
up.
not Jews.
Listen
You're
up.
not talking about-
Listen up. Do you know the people called the Adnanites?
No,
You sure you don't know them?
no, I don't know them.
These are the original people who started.
Is this Google?
No, it's not Google.
The what is this?
It's a PDF.
No, for
Brother,
all I know, you
brother,
could have made
brother.
it.
No, this
How
is
do I
no,
know?
it's not. He didn't
Brother,
make it. He didn't make it.
Brother,
You cannot present.
brother, you know you
He
came
didn't
in.
make
You
it.
you know when I. Do
Beef argument.
you remember when I disrespected the brother?
Yeah, these people.
So
you
you
give
agree
Hold
that
on,
you disrespect
brother.
them?
Can we speak now?
Everyone knows about
This
it.
is Speaker's Corner. It doesn't. Let's just speak. Or are we not? We're not beating each other up. It's just Speaker's Corner. If we can't do this here, where can we do it?
No way.
You know what I
Communication.
mean? When I disrespected you are the reason, and I'm seeing why now. Why is the why? Because you ask us to produce something. When we produce it, before we start, you said, "Is that what? Is that Google and this and that?"
No, I'm
So
verifying the
what's
source
the point?
because I don't know what
Yeah,
is
but
this.
you're already slandering it with the way, "Is that Google? I can't believe you." Before we even brought it.
Google doesn't mean
No,
everything
no,
is
no.
live.
Now, are you saying?
If you show me something on a
Okay.
slate
Now
like
watch
this,
what I do now.
a well-known- Am I not
Watch what I
supposed to
do
ask
now.
what is this?
Watch what I do now. Show me the original Quran. Show me.
I don't carry it in my
See
pocket.
the problem? So why are you asking us to do something?
There you are.
So why are you asking us to compare?
Actually,
hold on,
deviate from-
hold
I'm
on.
not asking you to compare. I'm
You said
telling
bring
you
something.
No,
Bring
no,
a
no,
verse,
no.
yeah?
No.
All right, let's hear
Don't
him
put
again.
your words in
It's
my
all right.
mouth.
Sorry, let's hear you
Don't
again.
put your words in my
I
mouth.
said sorry. Let's hear you
I
then.
said your scholars.
No, I don't have scholars. I don't.
What religion do you follow?
I don't have a religion.
You don't have a religion.
No.
You're in the wrong
Okay.
place.
The scholars, the Jewish scholars, the Christian scholars, the Hinduism scholars, all of them have had their attempt at proving Quran and its contents to be fabricated. But it's not been proved. If it was proved, you would have seen it in the newspapers
Now
before
listen,
anything else.
now listen to the question.
My point is,
don't forget you
the
made a challenge.
of its authenticity stands till date. It's
Brother,
not been proven wrong.
brother, don't forget.
It's not been proven
his
wrong.
challenge was the
Give
main
me a
thing.
fact.
Brother, what's your
If you
name?
don't know what the text is,
It's irrelevant.
Now, brother, what?
My name is
now,
irrelevant.
it's all right, fair enough.
Yeah.
But you had a challenge, right? You said there was a challenge.
It's not my challenge.
Just hold on.
Oh, who made that challenge?
Hold on, guys.
No, but
You're a funny man.
He's not saying in the Quran. He's saying
You're a
he's
really
saying
funny
he's
man.
Shaykh.
I don't know whose side you're on.
No.
Are you on their side or are you defending your own side? Because you're contradicting
I'm
yourself.
asking you who made that challenge.
I'm telling you, I just said it the whole thing. I don't need to repeat
No,
the third time.
I'm asking you who made that challenge.
What do you mean? Who
Shall I
made that
say
The challenge you are talking about.
Okay.
Who set up the challenge?
There's a long history behind that. If I
Who?
start, what do you mean? Who?
Sorry, my friend.
Who made the challenge? Simple
Excuse me.
question.
Excuse me.
It's a
Are you
simple
sa-
question.
Yeah, who made the
Who
challenge?
made that challenge?
Yeah.
See, during the time
Hey,
of
one more
Quraysh-
challenge.
don't know.
Let's forget that for now.
So you don't
Let's
want to
for-
hear it?
No,
why
we
do you
wanna
ask?
hear it.
Why do you ask questions when you don't
Oh,
want to hear it?
go on.
He
No,
doesn't
no,
know.
Go on.
Okay.
Answer
Are
it.
you sure?
No, we don't want to hear it. Really. Nobody really wants to hear
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
That's exactly what I'm saying. When you don't want to hear it, don't ask.
Yeah.
So
why
don't
come here?
pretend.
So why come here?
Don't
Yeah, you
pretend
give
you're
him
here
a chance
to
to
seek
go
the
there.
truth.
So
Why
He
do you
has
come here
taken
and
the
talk about
debate.
it then? Go ahead.
You're asking me. That's why I'm
Who
talking.
made the debate?
Listen, why do you
Because
come
you
here
know
and
why?
talk
You know why?
made it.
Now, see, you guys just showed your true colors. You don't want to hear.
mean we're
You
black?
don't want to ask.
we're black?
Okay, but you just,
we're black?
Who made the challenge?
No,
Don't do that.
See,
Don't take it
okay,
that way.
listen,
It's not
listen,
like that.
Listen,
Who
listen.
made the challenge?
In our
Why are you
religion,
upset?
in our religion, we
Ah,
don't
it's
believe in
just a
color.
question, but you said color.
What do you mean that's a lie?
Woman.
He's my best friend. I'm fair than
Okay,
him.
you know who made the
What's a
challenge?
lie?
Brother,
What's
let
a
me
lie?
educate you. Let me educate you. Let me educate
Who
you.
made the challenge?
Ahmed,
Who made the
Ahmed,
challenge?
I know
I
you're
wanna
Muslim.
know.
Ahmed, I know you're Muslim. Listen to me. Hold on.
I don't think.
Hold on.
think-
Hold on.
doesn't
Just
think
hold
why-
on.
he doesn't-
Brother Jeremiah, let's do
He
some
doesn't
education.
think I'm Muslim.
Let's do some education quickly. Let's do some education quickly. Let's do some education quickly. Do you know why? Do you know why they started that statement? You're showing your true color. Do you know why they started that statement?
Honestly speaking, if it's started by humans, I'm not interested because our religion
But
tells
why
us.
did you use it?
Our religion,
He doesn't understand. Yeah, he
in
doesn't
simple English.
He's
it's
not
all
talking
I'm
about
saying
religion.
that
context.
Listen,
It
one
was
by
in that
one.
context.
One by one.
not
It's
talking
all right.
about
We just want to
The color
educate.
was not in that context.
But
It
what
was-
I'm saying-
He meant something else.
Are
What
you
did he mean?
secretary now?
What did he?
Maybe yes. Maybe yes.
Are you a secretary now?
I want to know.
No, he's speaking for himself.
So he's also speaking for
No,
himself.
he said maybe he.
No.
He said maybe he.
He has the right to
was
speak
speaking
whatever
for
he wants.
Yeah, but he's speaking for you.
No,
Are you a woman?
No.
And then why is he speaking for you?
Listen to me.
Now listen to the
Who
question.
made the rules? Who made that
Listen to the
challenge?
question.
Which rules?
Exactly.
The challenge. The challenge. Who made the challenge?
Shall we
That
back
challenge.
to the main issue?
Your friends just said that they are not
Okay,
interested.
No,
shall
no,
we
he's
back-
asking you. He's
Shall
asking
we
you.
back
Who
to the
made
main
the
issue?
challenge?
asking you.
You are
Shall
on
we back to the
record.
main issue?
You are on record.
Okay, main issue.
Who made the challenge? Is that I want to know.
No. The main issue was if the Islam is working or not.
No, we know it's not working. We've concluded that.
And
We've
then,
concluded it's not working.
He give him
You know
chance.
why we know it's not working?
Don't go there.
Brother, do you know why we know Islam is not
We
working?
know what we are talking about. You give him a
listen,
chance.
not
We
only
didn't
that.
know what we are
No,
talking about.
that's why we
He
wanna
just
say.
came.
Well, let the
Give him
brethren
a
give us
chance.
a chance
I want to
anyway.
know who set
No,
that
it's not a
challenge.
weak argument,
No.
brother. It's Africa
then-
working.
During the time
Here
of
we go.
Quraysh,
Brother
Yeah.
Michael, is
okay,
Africa working?
when the Quran was released,
Yeah.
it was brought down to an illiterate
Post-apartheid
man.
Mandela. Is
So
South
people
Africa
challenged
working?
the authenticity
Is
of
Zimbabwe
it.
working?
Okay?
No.
So at that time of
We
literature,
don't hide it.
Yeah.
We know
the
it's not
challenge was
working.
brought up that
Why
if
do we
you
wanna
feel
lie to ourselves that
that
it's
the
working?
Quran is not
Are you
divine,
dumb? It's
then
not.
ask
You see
the
the
literate
problems,
people
it's
to
too
bring
many to
4
be-
verses
to be-
alike
But
of it.
who says that?
Glossed over.
Which one?
This is
Is it
from
a
the
prophet
Get
or
off the
who?
romantic
Can you give a
thing,
name?
bro. We need to
in
do this
Quran.
thing.
If you have read Quran, it's mentioned in Quran.
So
it's
why
this
don't you?
challenge.
Why don't you say
Well,
in the
that's
Quran?
not- that's a
You are
new
saying the
territory
people
we
made
just
that
did.
challenge.
I was telling you the
No,
history behind
serious
it.
territory.
No, I'm
And
not
that's
interested about
education
history.
for
I
me.
know what you're talking about.
That's
Because you are
education
not
for
saying
me.
it's in the
You understand the
Quran.
difference,
Because
innit,
the
bro?
challenge is in the Quran. The challenge is not people set it
So
up.
you have to
can't
come
know
from
what-
the
There
history
you
and
go.
know
No,
it.
no,
I
I
wish that
know
was on
it.
camera.
I want to know
And you
what
don't
you
like it
know.
on camera.
I know. Fatu be
So
surating.
now,
Fatu be
now do
surating.
you know what I know?
Well, I wanted you.
Hey guys, I thought you
If
guys
it-
left already. You still here?
All he's
What's
talking
going on?
is
Listen.
the challenge in the Quran. He's saying people set up.
Guys, I think it's late. Everybody go home.
No, everybody, you go home. You go home. Are you, and you? Anyway. But anyway,
I want to say something.
no, you've been saying a lot.
No, about the system.
Oh,
The system.
gosh.
In a sense, I agree with you. The
I just received a revelation that it's not that is the system working. The question is, has the system even been implemented at all?
I don't think so.
Thank you. So if it hasn't been implemented,
Yeah.
i.e., let Ty put it in computer language, which we're not experts of, but at least we're consumers of it. Yeah. It says when you buy a software for your computer, until you install it, you can't blame it for not working.
I
right?
understand your point now.
So now, what the brethren is saying from behind the screens is that Ty, you're not thinking actually.
No.
So, listen.
I'm thinking.
Brother, listen. Listen, Ty, you've jumped 2 ships ahead to say it's not working. Has it even been installed?
Okay.
That's what he's saying.
Okay, that's why. Wait, I agree. I said I agree. But what I'm saying, when you say it's not working, I wanted to know what do you mean? Because by numbers.
Where has it even been installed?
No, by numbers.
You can't discuss it not working because it hasn't even been installed.
No.
Can we
When
just
it says
accept
Islam-
that
when
and
it says
get on
Islam
with
is
it?
not working, I wanted
can't
to.
say
No,
that.
wait.
We can't say
No,
that.
by numbers. By
Numbers.
can't have that discussion.
Cancer is working
We
just
can't
because
have
there's a
that
high rate
discussion
of it. Yeah?
because it hasn't been installed.
Sorry. Is cancer working just because there's a high rate of it? Does that mean cancer is working?
No. There's many things.
Did you know that Islam is
The
actually
number-
an anathema?
The number.
What does that mean?
Anathema, yeah. Somebody got a dictionary.
No.
An
we don't go
anathema
there.
is something that should not be working. That's working.
Okay.
Give us
That's-
an example. Give us an example.
A bad
Hold
system.
on. Corruption in a police
Yeah,
station.
exactly.
Theft in a police station.
Or in a justice court.
Poison in a hospital. Yeah. Viruses in a doctor's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. You understand? That's anathema. Yeah. And it's put away.
So on the basis that Islam hasn't been installed, how are we then going to judge it?
Exactly.
We have to install
Judge
it first.
Islam.
Yeah, we have to install it first.
I'm not sure what angle you're coming from. Are you trying to now defend it by saying, Ty, you're too hard? Because give us a chance to install it first. Yeah, let's put it in first.
Yeah, it hasn't been installed.
Yeah.
Oh, then if that's the case, then we work with that. Then the fact is, there's no Islam at the moment.
Right.
So better time.
Would you accept that?
So some people shouldn't be coming in.
Okay.
Anyway,
1400 years.
They've been telling us it exists.
Yes.
They've been telling us it exists.
In the
And then you're telling us it's not installed
Can you
yet.
tell me?
Been installed.
Can you tell me what is working?
Let me tell you what
Can you
I
tell me
think,
what
Brother
is
Bilal.
working? What is working?
Okay, let's break some other. Sorry. Let's break some.
But it's also been
Yeah,
uninstalled.
we give you a chance to speak.
Ahmed,
What is working?
Ahmed, let's deal with the undercurrent question that Brother Bilal asked, because it's a serious question. You know what I mean? Now, that's why I've said sometimes before that black Islam and white Islam are two different things. Because I grew up in a black nations, yeah? Listen, and I saw black Islam working. I don't accept the religious thing, yeah? That deity, but in terms of spirituality, discipline, dignity, look, all of that, I cannot fault it.